Hello and welcome to another edition of Conspirator Brock's Pull List. This is my pull list for the week of April 12th, 2017. So let's get right into it with a ding. Yay! First up, we have Action Comics number 977. This starts the New World story arc. This is coming out of Superman Reborn. So I'm curious to see where Superman is going in action after the big Superman Reborn thing. So we shall see. Next up, we have American Gods number 2. Neil Gaiman, P. Craig Russell art. I liked the first issue. It felt a lot like the book. So I'm curious to see how it goes. I know it's coming out on Stars soon. So maybe I'll be able to check it out at some point. Next up on the pull list is the Jim Lee sketch variant cover of Dark Knight 3 The Master Race. This is for issue 8 of the Dark Knight Master Race. I've been getting the hardcovers of these because I think they're a little nice. They're $12.99, but yeah, I enjoy them. So next up is Detective Comics number 954. We continue the League of Shadows story arc in this one. It's been really, really good stuff. Really enjoyed it. Detective has probably been one of the better titles that has come out of Rebirth. So if you have not yet checked it out, I do recommend Detective Comics. Next up is one for the kid, well, my son specifically, and that's Disney's Pixar Cars number 3 is out from Joe Limited Books today. And then for my daughter is Disney Princesses number 10. Yeah, we're on number 10, and this is the special Belle issue. Rapunzel was the issue number 9, and yeah, she's. I haven't showed it to her yet, so I've been busy. Next up, we have Flash number 20, Agent Saboteur. I think this is a one-shot kind of story arc because we're going into the button stuff pretty soon, which starts later this month. So be on the lookout for those. Those lenticular covers were ordered months and months in advance, so whatever's out there and whatever the stores are getting, that is all they're getting. So yeah, good stuff. Next up, we have Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. Number 18, this starts the Prism of Time story arc. Somebody pops up at the end of this issue that I'm super excited about. Yes, I did flip through. Well, I was told to flip through. But yeah, super excited for the character that pops in at the end of this issue, so I can't wait to read it and see how it all unfolds. Next up, we have a new number 1 from Valiant, and that's Immortal Brothers, The Tale of the Green Knight, number 1. Don't know anything. We'll see if I like it. Valiant's been pretty good with most of their stuff, so I have high hopes. Next up is Justice League of America number 4. Again, fun book. I'm actually enjoying Justice League of America a little bit more than Justice League, but yeah, we'll see. Next up is Red Hood and the Outlaws number 9, and this starts the Who is Artemis story arc. So curious to see what how they portray Artemis in that. Sorry, long. I'm at the end of 9 days working straight, so I'm pretty tired. Next up is Rose number 1. This is by David Finch's wife, Meredith Finch. It's Image number 1, so I'm going to give it a try. And I like Meredith Finch's stuff with Wonder Woman, so we'll see. Next up is Scooby Apocalypse number 12. Just again, Scooby Apocalypse has just been a really fun Scooby book, based around a apocalypse happening, and what is this? What is our team of mystery solvers going to do about it? So yeah. Next up is a book I don't want to show you the cover because it's horrible. But that's Suicide Squad 15. Yeah, so about this cover, it's bad, really bad. I'm so happy that John Romita Jr. is going to be off that book. Oh my fucking god, I can't even believe it. Next up is Superpowers number 6 of 6. It ends the Superpowers story. It's just a fun little book for kids and adults, and I highly excuse me. Oh, so tired. I highly recommend you trying out you trying out reading it yourself or even with your kids. It's good stuff. Next up, we have Titans number 10. This continues the Made in Manhattan story. We got the Fearsome Five going on there, so cool to see what goes on there. Next up is Wonder Woman number 20, and this continues the God Watch story arc that's going on, because Rook has been splitting 2 different stories between issues, and it's just done he's done an amazing job, and it's really good. Sorry. Wonder Woman stuff. Great Wonder Woman stuff. So yeah. I did pick up some variants this week. And those are for Action Comics number 977, the Gary Frank variant there. Detective Comics, of course, for 954, had a pretty bitchin' Ra's al Ghul. Flash had its variant for number 20. Justice League number 4 had its variant there. Gillian March did the variant for Red Hood and the Outlaws 9, so I had to pick it up because I love Gillian March. But the art's not the best in that. Of course, David Finch did a variant cover for his wife's book, Rose, so I got that one. It's the better cover. Not that it's much of a step up, but the Suicide Squad 15 variant cover is a much more pleasing cover, in my opinion, even though it's not that great. And of course, Wonder Woman 20 had a very awesome cover as well. So yeah. So that's all the stuff that I took home. Yeah, giant stack. So let me set that down. And I'm back. I did get a trade this week. A couple trades came out, but this one is Fables 14. This collects issues 130 to 140 of Fables. So it's coming to a close. I don't know if 15 is going to be the last one, but I'm really excited that I got 14. Special order did come in for me, and you can probably guess what it is. It's the red, white, and black Harley Quinn statue based on Jim Lee's artwork. So yeah, this is I'm going to be unboxing this bad boy for you, or opening it for you. I've already opened it to check for damages. It's not damaged, but yeah, we'll open it and then do another video down the road, hopefully this week. So that's it for the pull list and all that wonderful stuff. So now we're on to the read list. Again, these are titles that I take to read and stay current on more than just what's on my pull list. So first up is Heathen number 3 from Vault Comics. I read issues 1 and 2 and they were okay, so I'm going to go with 3 and see if it continues to be solid. I don't know if I'll keep reading a single issue, but I may pick it up in trade if 3 catches my interest enough. Next up we have Old Man Logan number 21. This continues Jeff Lemire's past life story stuff, and Jeff Lemire's run on Old Man Logan is going to be coming to an end soon, which is sad, but oh well. Next up we have Planet of the Apes, Green Lantern number 3. So I've read the first 2 issues, and it's just been a fun crossover book from IDW and Boom and DC. Next up is a title that a lot of people are excited excited that it's coming back, and that is 7 to Eternity number 5. Really enjoyed the first 4 issues. The first trade is available if you want to check it out, but I do recommend 7 to Eternity. Is one of Rick Remender's better works, in my opinion, but it is a solid title. Next up we have Star Wars Dr. Aphra number 6. Again, the girl that spun out of the Darth Vader book has her own little book now, and it's been really interesting. So I really love all the Star Wars books that are coming out from Marvel now. They've been really enjoyable. Next up is a book that's normally not on my read list, but because it has Superman Reborn Aftermath and from the pages of Justice League vs. Suicide Squad, I decided to pick it up, and that is Supergirl number 8. The Emerald Enchantress is wreaking havoc or something, so we shall see. But I decided to check that one out. New number 1 from Marvel, we have Weapon X number 1 by Pack with art by Land. Curious to see where that one goes. I'm excited for that one. Hopefully it resonates well with readers. I know X-Men Gold, despite the conspiracy, was a okay first issue, but it it wasn't like the best first issue for X-Men Gold, but it did have the essence of the characters, and it did feel like an X-Men book. So I'm curious to see if Marvel can keep it up with the other titles going forward. And that brings us to X-Men Blue #1. So if X-Men Gold was okay, I'm assuming X-Men Blue is going to suck ball sacks. I'm not a huge fan of the team. It's the team from the past that was removed from the past, but then whatever happened with Secret Wars fixed that past but kept them out of it. So I don't know. I don't know if that book can be saved. Yeah. Not to mention the really, really bad taste that the last issue of All New X-Men left in people's mouths with the impromptu X-Men dance party at the end. I highly recommend, if you read those pages, to listen to Justin Timberlake's I Got a Feeling from the Twirls soundtrack. It adds a great, great soundtrack for that last page of that garbage. Yeah, so that's it for my read list. There are a couple titles I grabbed from last week, and one because I needed to finally grab a copy to read it. First one from last week is Iron Fist #2. I didn't get a chance to read that one, but the first one was interesting. And we did get second prints in a couple weeks ago, but I just hadn't had a chance to pick it up, and that's Grass Kings #1. So I'm going to check out Grass Kings. Grass Kings 2 comes out today, the 12th. So if you are reading Grass Kings, that's out. #2 is out, I should say. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for this week. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments down below here. What you're getting, what you're excited for, what you're enjoying, all that wonderful stuff. I try to respond in a timely manner, but if I don't kill me, please. Yeah. You can follow me on Twitter. My handle is @BrockSager. You can also listen to me on the Comic Conspiracy podcast. We just recorded episode 305 this evening, and that should be up. There'll be a link in the description below if you want to check that out. You can help me and my fellow conspirators out at www.patreon.com/comicconspiracy. For as little as $1 a month, you help us with hosting fees, getting food, getting some product. So to all our Patreon backers, thank you very much for your support and donations. Ryan did change around the tiers recently on Patreon, so when you go and check it out, check out the tiers, see what there is to offer at the different price levels. But again, for as little as $1 a month, you also get access to Bryce Briefly's and Charlie and Toby's The Roundup podcast about other TV besides TV connected to comic books. I think that's pretty much it. I am, yes, dead tired. I've been working 9 days in a row, which I didn't realize I was doing until about like 4 or 5 days in. So I'm tired. Yeah. So I'm going to cut it short here. But thanks for watching, and I will see you next week.